Never Stop Learning, week 139. I'm going to take a quick look at the Live Corners feature, which is available in Adobe Illustrator CC 17.1. Alright, so here I have some artwork, and it's basically just a bunch of rectangles. In order to activate the Live Corners feature, all you have to do is make sure you have some artwork selected and have your Direct Selection tool activated. You can find it over here in the Tools panel. Just click on it once, or hit the letter A on your keyboard, and that'll activate the tool. So now that you have the tool activated, you see all these widgets over here in these corners. So in order to bring those guys in, all you have to do is actually click on the widget and drag it in towards the center. And you see it's rounding off my corners here. So now these corners are all alive. I could click on them again and make further adjustments. So aside from just clicking and dragging on these widgets, I could come to the top over here in the controls panel and click on this link for corners, and it's actually live corners. So when I click on that, I have these different options available. Right now it's actually set to round corners, but I could change it to inverted round or chamfered corners if I'd like. I'm going to leave it at round corners for now. I could also change the radius here, or I could change the rounding. It's set to absolute, but if I wanted to change it to relative, I could change it right here. I could also find this little box here. If I were to double click on one of these widgets, I actually get a similar panel here. I got the same options with the different types of corners, the radius, and the roundings here. I'll hit cancel to get out of that. Now when I dragged out these corners, you saw it affected all the corners at one time. That's because I selected the shape and all the anchor points were targeted. If I focus on this section here and just target this single anchor point, you see it's only created a single widget over here in the upper right area. So if I click and drag on this guy, it'll only bring in this corner instead of every single corner like it did in the first shape. Next, I actually want to zoom in on this corner here. So I'll just click and drag to zoom in a bit, and I'll hit the letter A to activate my Direct Selection tool. This time what I want to do is I'll target this anchor point. Now I have access to this widget, and if I hover over the widget, I want you to see my cursor changes up a bit. It's actually showing me what type of corner I'm going to drag out. If I wanted to change the corner type, you saw I could do that over here in the control panel, or I could also find access to the panel by double clicking on the widget. But I could also change the corner type if while I'm clicking and dragging on this guy, over in my arrows key on my keyboard, if I use the up and down arrow key, I could actually cycle through different types of corners. So here's a chamfered, here's the round corner, and here's the inverted round. If I hit the down arrow key, you see I cycle going in the opposite direction. I'll deselect that guy. And now I'll zoom out and show you all my artwork. Now if I hit Command A and select all the shapes that I have on my artboard, you see these widgets, they might get in your way a bit. They might be a little bit distracting. So if you don't want to see these guys anymore, just come over here to the top, go to View, scroll down until you find Hide Corner Widget. When you click on that, it removes all the corner widgets automatically. If you want to bring them back, same process. You just come back down here. This time you're going to click on Show Corner Widget. When you click on that, all these guys come back. There's even a more clever way to deal with these guys. If you hit Command K on a Mac or Control K on a PC, you actually get your preferences. Click right here where it says Selection and Anchor Display. You want to come down here to the bottom, and now you have this option that says Hide Corner Widget for angles greater than and mine is set for 77 degrees. You have a drop down menu, and you could choose one of these different values, and it'll do just that. It'll hide the corner widget if it's greater than any of these values that you select here. I'm actually going to hit cancel and leave it set for 77. And that's how you use the Live Corners feature, available in Adobe Illustrator CC 17.1.